Ayo, Orlando, Florida. This dude went up in Tiffany's pretending to be an Orlando Magic basketball player, snatched 2 pair of earrings with the cost about $800,000 and swallowed both of those, you heard? They caught son. Now they waiting for him to ish out the evidence, you heard? Ayo, it's a new EP out by my bro Shrine Bludgeon. It's called The Emerald Tablature, and it's on all streaming platforms. Matter of fact, he got a new joint with Ransom on there that's heat. I'ma post it in the comments. Broadcasted live from New York City. It's the hottest channel on these YouTube streets. The best jail stories and hood stories are here. Make sure you subscribe today. LAZ.
I hit so bad his teeth were showing. He took him out the yard. His whole teeth was just cheeks flapping. I know we had spoke about that white boy war against the homies, and now it's like a few months later. I say it's around October, and throughout the state, the Mac and the jet ship hop off. So of course, you know, ship hop off in Clinton. I'm talking all day. You just hearing alarms ringing, bing, 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 bing. I'm in Taylor shop. I'm just hearing alarms ring, ring, ring. So it was so many alarms that they escorted us from Taylor shop back to ourselves. We just locked down. So everybody locked down for a little bit and let us out, you know, whatever was left, shit got taken care of or whatever. So that was that situation. Any Mac that came into this, I ain't gonna hold you. There was this one Mac that came in. I don't know his name, bro, but son was brolic, tall, like, and all the way with the shits, right? So he's there and he's out in the middle of the sand pit, like, what's up? Like, he knows what's coming. They sent the squad at him, right? I don't know why they didn't pick bigger people, because son was big, you heard? They got him, you know, like, he got shot, but when I tell you he crashed out on like 6 or 7 of them, I'm talking about he was knocking them out. He was putting them to sleep. He was doing all types of shit. He got crazy with them boys. They got him, but yeah, he definitely put on for sure. I'll give him that. I don't know his name. There was a Threeble that did that too one day. You know, it was lit for the Threebles in Clinton. It was a dead zone for them. So any of them that came through, you know, they would catch him. They catch him on lower F. They hit him with that ball. Catch a motherfucker, holler back. So there was this one that came through, some big brolic dude. As soon as he walked through the gate, got into the yard, they lit it on him. 4 of them. They tried to come at him. He got shot, but he put on. He was putting them boys down. Hit a couple of them. He got with it. You know, he got crazy at the end, started screaming his shit. He's bugging out. But even one of them Threebles that was on the news, you heard that got jammed up for that mistaken identity shit where they stabbed boy in the bodega and all that. He ended up coming to the spot. You know they can't live there, period. So he gotta go. But if he gotta go, shit, you might as well you know. But either way, that boy, I don't know what he was thinking. He came out like he had no cares in the world, jumped right on the jack. That was the dumbest mistake he made. That motherfucker, he got hit so bad his teeth were showing. He took him out the yard. His whole teeth was just cheeks flapping. Boy, you know what's coming. Why did you not come out your cell and just light it on somebody, bro? At least go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't wait for the drama to come to you. When you know you in a spot that you can't live at, you gotta just light it on somebody and do what you gotta do and get up out of there, you know? I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. He was just gonna live there. Or maybe he didn't get the memo. Whatever. Another shit, people might get mad when they hear this, but this is just facts, bro. It's just the truth. I pull up to the spot, and there was a few what we would call cangrejos, you know what I'm saying? The rips. And the only reason that they were there is because they were taking deals for the homies, you know what I'm saying? They were cleaning shit up on a low, whether it was a 3-wheel here or whatever, or someone that went bad, or, you know what I'm saying? It was sending them out to clean shit up. But eventually what happened was, like, they lived there so long, you know, their numbers started to get up. He had 30 on the east, 30 on the west. And, you know, it takes one person to fuck up a good thing, right? They had their little arrangements, however they figured they were living. And one of the young boys, one of the young rips, I guess, lit it on one of the jets, and that was it. That was a war in itself. All the rips got smoked in the first round. First round, I don't think it was too crazy, but they got hit up pretty bad. Most of them got, you know, taken out or at least keep locked for a while, and then some of them started popping back out. Ones that would just get into little fights, you know, I was never too long in a key block situation. And it's this one man, I'm not gonna put his name out there, but you know, he fake had the situation for them somewhat, and he came out like everything was sweet, man. He on the phone, he talking to his girl, and he talking like he that dude, like, yeah, you know, they respect my gangster around here, you know, he's just you know, I guess he had spoke to, you know, whoever he spoke to, 48 of them rocked him. So he's out there on the phone just politicking like it's all good, and I'm a couple phones down from him listening. I knew something, you know what I'm saying? Like, we used to chop it up, he was on my block, whatever, and I'm listening like, nah, that's not the vibe you should be giving out right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where he thought he was at, but I'm watching as it's happening. The whip's getting put together. I'm like, shit. So next thing you know, they just crashed out on boy. He got shot a couple times, and then they just left big boy in there, was just tagging him up. He was trying to use that pole. You know, they got that pole at the phone booth. He was trying to bob and weave behind that shit. But yeah, they sent him up out of there. And then the Jets had gotten into it. And mind you, keep in mind, man, every time some crazy shit like this pop off, we go on lockdown. To go on lockdown mean, like, you're not leaving yourself for nothing, bro. I mean, like, if you miss commissary, and it used to always happen to me too. Like, I was blessed enough where I was always good, but like, it would always be my commissary day coming up, and some crazy shit went down. Now the jail shut down. I'm not going to commissary again. Like, me and one of the apes used to have a joke because we went the same day. Like, yo, it's always our day, bro. It's always us. Anyway, if you're not good, like, if you don't got your shit stacked up, or you don't got some things on, you know, on deck to be in an emergency situation, you're done for. Like, they're not giving us food. They're giving you cereal in the morning and like some bogus ass bologna sandwiches or whatever the fuck they want to call that shit twice a day. If you're lucky, they're giving you some weird mixed shit at night, like 3 different dinners thrown into one tray. That was probably from a week and a half ago. And your block is dead until they finally get to your block to search. So once they finally come through and tear your whole shit up, mind you, you living in a cell, you got all your shit, you know, your family pictures, or however you set your shit up, you know what I'm saying? They come in, they violating your shit, throwing your shit all over the place, throwing your pictures on the floor. You can act up if you want to, but what's gonna happen is you're just gonna get popped on by 20 of them and brought to the box anyway. So most people gotta hold that down, you know? So you get your block searched. Now it might have been 5 days since your block got searched. So now once you finally get searched, they might let a porter or two out and let them come around with the hot water. You know, you got your 3-gallon bucket. They might put some hot water in there. So for them days, you just bird bathing in your ice cold sink, or however you maneuvering. Maybe you just a savage. Maybe you're not bird bathing at all. But you know, it's rough, bro. Ain't no phone calls, ain't no pop out for nothing. Like, you on super lockdown, bro. The CEOs got the easiest job because they just kick back and watch movies and do whatever the fuck they do. It's like a professional babysitter while everybody's locked down. Especially, I'm talking in the maxes, you know what I'm saying? The mediums, that shit's a whole different hit. But so I think the next shit was the Jets and the Brooklyn boys. And I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure what that sparked over, but that shit was big and it was nasty. People lost their life in that one. it was an ugly one, man. But it was like, you know, you out in the yard, you know the shit about the pops, so you know everybody get word around, yo, find your core. Everybody sitting down, you know, then they brought your popcorn out. You know it's about to get crazy. You're just gonna watch the movie. Like, that's it. You become desensitized to this shit. You know what I'm saying? You see so much violence that you end up becoming desensitized. And it's not like you don't see violence on the street. Like, I didn't see violence my whole life growing up, but it's just, for some reason, it was different. Like, I didn't see people get cut in the street or stabbed or whatever, but the first time I saw somebody get shot upstate, I don't know, man, it was a different feeling. Like, it's just a different environment that you're in. Like, you're trying to get, you know, accustomed to and adapt to and learn, you know what I'm saying? Learn the laws of the jungle. So it was a little different.
It's like that shit becomes fucking, it just becomes, you know, that shit becomes normalized.
That's it.
Like, that shit is nothing. Because I remember that same feeling when I was in Green. Green was out of control with motherfuckers getting cut and stabbed 3-4 times a day. And I just remember getting to a point where I was like, this fucking jail is pussy. You feel what I'm saying? Where I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about who you stabbing, I don't care about them 3 niggas who got stabbed yesterday, or that nigga who got stabbed 30 times and almost died and they had to bring the motherfucking ambulance from the street. None of that shit you give a fuck about. You be like, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me and my peoples. You feel what I'm saying?
Is.
Like,
that's exactly what it comes to. Yo, if it ain't got nothing to do with me and my peoples, I don't give a fuck.
And little did we know, though, we desensitizing ourselves to extreme violence, and that shit is inhumane. You feel what I'm saying? It's inhumane. They teach us how to think like fucking animals. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what it is. And at the time, you don't realize it because it's the norm. So you accept it as the norm because this is what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? So it's you adapt to it. It becomes you desensitize, right? Then you go home. So now you go home, bro. I've been home now I just got off papers and all that, so a little over 2.5 years, right? Because I just kind of got off a little bit ago. So I still can't be in like super like crowded places without feeling anxious, like somebody about to get hit, something about to happen. I start feeling like I'm looking around, and it's better now than it was when I first came home, but it still didn't go away. Like, there's times I might be out doing something and I'm with my peoples and it just gets too much. I'm like, yo, I'm out. I'm gonna be out there. Like, I can't be here no more. It says something.
I got that for life, bro. Like, you know, some people have that for a few years when they come home. I got that shit for life. That anxiety, that social anxiety, that shit is, that's for life. I can't be nowhere. And I wasn't like that before jail.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
I wasn't like that before I went away, bro.
You know, I wasn't the most extroverted motherfucker on the planet, but I just wasn't intimidated by, you feel me, having to be around people and shit. Now I just don't like that shit. Like, I don't like crowds. I don't like no club where it's one way in, one way out. I don't like recording studios. I don't like nothing that could be a death trap.
Bro, I'm at a restaurant, real talk, my back is in the booth to the wall. I'm watching everything in front of me. I'm out, someone's talking to me, I'm listening, but I'm always looking around. I'm always checking my mirrors. I mean, I did that before, but now I'm on like some extra shit.
Yeah, like shout out to the bro Shasha, my bro Shasha. He said that shit is called hypervigilance, and it comes from doing time in the penitentiary. You feel me? Hypervigilance, where a nigga be like, people be saying that about me when I record my stories. They be like, why you always looking around, nigga? What you scared of? Nigga, I'm not scared of nothing. I'm from Brownsville, fucking Brooklyn, and I did time in the penticary, my nigga. You gotta stay on point.
That's right.
And when you do that time in the pen,
I don't even know I'm doing it most of the time. You heard? Like, somebody like you just said will pull you up. Like, yo, why you always looking? I don't even know I'm doing it most of the time.
Straight up, that shit is hypervigilance. You come from an environment where you have to be extremely on point and aware of your surroundings, because a nigga could get hit in 2 seconds. Soon as you blink an eye, a nigga be dead on the floor. Like, you feel me? It could happen. So you gotta be on it.
This happened multiple times. Say me and you we just came out, we politicking. Oh, lads, what up? We pull up on each other in the yard, we chopping it. And literally 3 feet behind you, I see someone just get stabbed right in the neck. Bam. I'm like, oh, yo, lads, come on, we out. And we just spin off, boom. Now they doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? We getting away from the situation. Like, that happens. That happened to me multiple times, you know what I'm saying? Where it was like, I didn't even know the shit was about to pop. It just popped right in front of me. Whoever I'm talking to was like, oh shit, come on, we out. Like, I seen some old school Italian dude get crazy one time. It was like his little man or whatever, I guess, had a problem with this other white boy that was trying to, I don't really know it looked like he was trying to push up on him or whatever, right? So the old timer was telling him basically like, yo, we're not going for that. That's my little man. And he tried to boss up on the old timer real quick. Yo, it was so swift. He just stepped to the right and just as fast as lightning hit him in the neck twice. Bing, bing. And just stepped right back in his position, put his hand on his man's shoulder, was like, yo, we out. Looked at him real fast though, like, what you want to do? And he seen the fear in his eyes, like, boy just grabbed his neck, like, oh shit. And he's like, yeah, come on, we out. He walked and dude ran up the hill in panic, like, oh my god, I just got hit in my neck. You go into not everybody, but he or some people, they go into like a shock mode, whether it's they got cut or stabbed, you know, and then other people, they get cut or stabbed and they go into a fight mode and they immediately react to the situation. You know, it's kind of just, I guess, it's nothing you can be taught. It's just what's in you. It's just how you are. Like, I real talk, bro. I was on the phone one time. I was down in Fishkill. Now, I had known something was about to happen to this particular person, right? Because he had done something for someone else that he shouldn't have done, right? And there was a bunch of people that were upset about it. And somehow, long story short, somebody that fucked with me was involved with it and other people was involved. So I kind of knew what was going on. And boy owed me at the time. And I wasn't even stressing him. You know what I mean? Like, we were in the same crib. You know, it was like some little $75, some shit, and he was going through some shit at home. Kept giving me the runaround. I'm like, I'm not even stressing it. When you get it together, let me know. So that particular day, we had commissary, and they run that shit all fucked up. So, like, you know, if they don't call you by 1:45, they're not calling you. And they got like a few different times you can go out to the yard. Like, it's 1 o'clock or 1:45 is like your last go out. So about 1:45, I'm like, they're not calling us. So I say to him, like, yo, you going out? He like, nah. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to work out. I'm going in the south. I don't know that after I leave, he decided to change his mind. He went to the other one because there's 2 yards. He went to the north. So I do my thing, go to the south. I come back, and they called us in first. So I come back, and someone's just getting off the jack. He was like, oh, you want to get on? I'm like, yeah, matter of fact, cool. I had just gotten a room. Like, I was in a double room. I was double bunked with someone, which, matter of fact, he actually, I seen him shout me out on the comments or whatever. Like, yo, that was my bunkie in Fishkill. Yeah, he was cool, man. He was from LI too. He was alright. He was just doing his time smoothly. So anyway, I get a single room. I've been there for like less than 3 days. I go, I put my shit down, I get on the jack. I see son walking by me like fast. But I turned, I look, I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, everybody be doing shit like that. They be on a mission, walking through, going, whatever. So I looked at him, he walked past. Now, mind you, where it's set up is like there's 2 phones, and it's like a walkthrough. And the 2 phones, one is on the right, one's on the left. So when you walk through, though, the bubble right there. So there was like 2 white shirts and like 4 regular police at the bubble, which is only less than 10 feet away from where I'm at. He walked through, spun around real quick, came back. I just so happened when I spun in, like, to the phone, he called me. I'm in the middle of a convo with my mom's too, and he just called me in mid-sentence. Boop. Son knocked me out, you heard? Shit went black. I was telling her about the weather, and all of a sudden, just boop. So I come to, and I just feel my head, like the biggest headache. Like, I seen a boot coming off my face. I'm like, what the fuck? So I kick him off me, and I get up, and I'm super disoriented. He must have been stomping my head into some shit while I was out. Took full advantage of that, right? So now I get up, though, and immediately my hands are up, but I really don't know what's going on. I'm super disoriented, and I'm trying to figure out, like, what's up? So I see him in front of me, though, so I figure, obviously, it must be him. So I start squaring up with him. He's starting to back up. I'm starting to get more of my senses now. I'm like, nah, don't back up now, pussy. Like, yo, I'm up now. Where you going? And all of a sudden, I get yoked up. I'm like, I don't know what to think. I'm thinking the crib flipped on me. I'm like, oh, shit, they jumping me? What the fuck? As soon as I get thrown to the ground, I look up. White shirt, blue shirt. I'm like, gotta be kidding me. They got me before I can even get nothing off. I'm tight, bro. They handcuffed me. We get taken to key block. So the next day I'm out and I'm on the jack in the key block, y'all. He on like a floor above me. He like, yo, bro, ain't nothing personal, you heard? I'm like, boy, you popped on me from behind. Suck my dick when I see you was lit. Fuck all that. So he stepped off the window and I ended up getting on the jack. And
but Pawn Self, what you said was the main. What was the reason why he did that shit?
He did that. Oh, my fault, bro. I skipped the whole part. The reason why he did that shit is because when he went out to the north yard, they moved on him. One of mine and one of the homies moved on him. You heard? But they did some fugazi shit. They had like some piece of a window or whatever the fuck and just barely scratched boy, and let him go back inside. You heard? Like, even if you just barely scratched him, you were supposed to get on his ass after that. Make sure everybody left the yard together. But you let him come back inside. And I didn't know any of that happened. I didn't even think he went to the yard. So when I came back in, they called my side in first. He came in fired up. Because now in his head, he thinks I pushed a button on him because he owed me bread. Like, which was not the case at all. But he also knows one of mine was involved in touching him, and I'm the only one in the house, so I guess he figured he had no choice but to pop on me. But he should have pulled up on me, because me and him had a relationship. He should have been like, yo, one of yours, come see me in the bathroom type shit. Like, don't suck at me when I'm on the phone and pop on me from behind like you ain't got no heart, bro. Like, that shit, that was the sucker shit that had me mad, you heard? Like, I'd have went in the bathroom and shot the fair one with you if you felt some type of way, but you spun past me, came back around, and just caught me off guard like I was in mid-sentence, and just, boop, caught me in the right spot. I wake up, you stomping me out. Like, once I kick you off me and get up, now you don't want to square up. You keep backing up till police jam me up. I didn't even know police is behind me. I thought I was getting jumped by other people in the house till I seen the white and the blue and all that. So I'm like, damn. So I get brought to key block. Now, mind you,
you said this is Fishkill?
Yeah, this is in Fishkill. This was after I left Clinton, my last like 9 months before I was going out the door.
Wow, they got some cell. What do you mean, the box in Fishkill, or they got some cell parts in Fishkill?
Nah, they got Fishkill box, like, which is like a 200, but then they also got like a key block section where like you're not in the box, you're in key block, so you still locked up, but you still get your property. Like, you can still get not all of it, but like.
But you're not in that. You're not in the 200 joint.
Nah, you're not in the 200 like real box. You in like you can still go out 3 hours a day. They got like 4 phones in the yard. You can make phone calls. You know, it's just like some key block shit. It's not like super like you're actually in the box. It's called key block, and I ended up with 15 days of it. Both of us did, right? So they wrote down on the ticket that, you know, they seen inmate so and so throwing fists back at inmate so and so and whatever. Even though they all knew what happened, and this is how foul the jail is, right? So when they let us go, they sent him to 10-2 and they sent me to 9-2. Yo, when you in 10-2, to get anywhere else in the jail, I mean anywhere, you gotta come through my dorm. So these motherfuckers know what they doing. Like, they knew, yeah, we gonna put them there. He gonna have to go through his dorm, and we gonna see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, they play games. So he gets let out first. He sent him down there. Boom. Now he going through 9-2, but my peoples is in there, so they see boy like, oh, what you just want popped on. Now mind you, and they from the same town, they both from the Rock, right? So he like, yo, you popped on the bro. He thought I was on the phone with my daughter. I was really on the phone with my mom's, but he thought I was on the phone with my daughter. And he like, yo, you popped on the bro while he was on the phone with his daughter. So he tried to shoot some, but police was like on it kind of, and police was on timing, but not that type of timing. Like, he wasn't like about to let you, you know what I'm saying, spin somebody in front of him. But he was like, yo, chill. He like, nah, I gotta do this. He's like, you sure you want him? Yeah. So all right, go ahead. So he let him get it real quick. So he got his bags. He didn't even get to his dorm yet. And he get into it. I heard my man earthed him, body slammed him, rowdy routed him, all that shit. Next thing I know, I'm coming into the building, the alarm go up. They put us on the wall. I see people coming out. I hear, way. I look up, I'm like, oh shit, what up, twin? Yahweh. Then the next motherfucker I see come through his son. I'm like, see? I told you your ass was gonna get got. Unfortunately, it wasn't me, but you still got what you deserve, pussy. I was still mad about the shit. So, whatever. At this time, though, shit was changing. I was towards the end where, like, they were starting this whole project they had going with the box. So at this time, it was almost like if you got into a fight in the crib and nobody got shot or stabbed, it was just some knuckles, the loser was leaving, and the winner, they would just let stay in the crib and rock. You heard? It was like, shit was alright, actually. So my bro ended up coming back to the crib. So now we cool, we all chilling. I'm in there for a few months. And it's around Christmas time. And what had happened was, up the hill, they had like a whole crib up the hill. Like, I'm talking COs. They was crib. Out of 90 inmates, they had like 45 of them was rep. Like, they had it on smash up there, respectfully. But what had happened was, one day they do a search, and the dogs sit on the bubble. Police must have been looking at each other like, what? The dog sits on the bubble. Mind you, Fishkill got the puppy program, so they got dogs on deck all day. That's the scary part about being there, is they got dogs everywhere. You never know when they're going to run in your crib, throw you on the wall in the hallway, have a dog sniff you. It's kind of wild with that shit there, but they can really only smell bud. I ain't never really seen them pick up on nothing else. But so now they do their little, you know what I mean, start running through shit. They found pounds of bud in a airtight bag, strips of Suboxone still in the packs. They found all types of crazy shit that only police could bring in. You heard? Like, inmates ain't getting that shit in. They found wild cell phones eventually. They found out that they were giving them shit to, like, cut holes in the walls and then giving them the materials to patch it up to make it look like it was regular. So they had like little cubby cutouts to hide shit in. So one day we down the hill and they put us on a count. We got wild police running through with mallets. They banging on our walls and shit. We like, what the fuck is that? I ain't never seen no shit like that before. And we found out what was going on. Like, oh word, they got compartments up there? Like, they're super lit. So that was the beginning of it, right? That's the same week as Christmas. Christmas Eve day, someone tries to escape, right? And almost did escape. Like, yo, really? Son had it. He made it to the last gate. What fucked him up is that he didn't take the time to take his greens off. Like, I don't know how he planned it out, but he had all the nurses shit. He had the ID badge. Like, he had it, everything. He got through every checkpoint to that last gate. And one of the COs seen green coming out his collar. I was like, yo, hold up. Jammed him up. Got him right there. If he had took his shirt off, that motherfucker would have walked right into the parking lot, been gone. So, now that's Christmas Eve day. New Year's come. You know, we had a New Year's party. Everybody get fucked up. I forget if it was like the first or the second, but next thing you know, they shut the whole spot down. We find out they got CERT coming in from everywhere else, because obviously they're like, yo, we got a breach in our system. Like, police here can't be trusted. Yo, they found real knives, like, from the town, like buck knife shit. Like, they found wild cell phones, all types of crazy shit they found. Bottles of liquor, like, yeah, they was getting it. So, they bring in these extra cert motherfuckers that are nobody's under 6'2", everybody 220, solid, corn-fed, just some big, giant, looking for action pieces of shit, right? So we hearing throughout the week, because our dorm got searched later on, so like 4 days going by, you know, they shut everything down. No phone, no kitchen, no nothing. Like, you can use the bathroom, but whatever. You know, we had a couple of police on that they let you rock a little easier than the rest. They let you be fucking around, chopping up your man's queue without busting your shit. Going in the bathroom, smoking cigarettes, and some want to be super cops. No, they said don't leave your queue. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. So now we hearing all week, code green, code green, code green. That's what they say when someone's having an epi in Fishkill, right? So when they smoke deuce or whatever and they lose their shit, it's called an episode of epi. So that was their code word. If somebody was tweaking, they say, oh, code green and such, and they know someone's fucked up off that shit and they gotta go grab them up. So we hearing code green in the mess hall, code green in the day room here. We like, yo, they got everybody getting searched and they rolling up and smoking? Like, nah, that don't sound right. They must be twisting people up. So our day come, it's like 4:30, 4:45 in the morning. You hear it like a herd of elephants, because I was on the upstairs. They running up the stairs, bum rushing us. They come in screaming, like, yo, they scream so many different orders that it becomes like chaos. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like telling someone, stand up, sit down, don't move over there. It's like crazy, right? So you get a bunch of these dumb motherfuckers that know this shit was coming, but, you know, they still getting high, they still being stupid and off point, and they get caught out there. So when they telling you to follow this direction, the first 4 to 6 people that couldn't follow a direction got smoked. They drilling you on site, no questions asked, not giving you a second chance. You getting your ass whooped. They dragging you out on a code green. Now they strip everybody. I got a police behind me. He like an old time. He like, listen, you do what I tell you, we good. We gonna have a problem? I'm like, nah, man, we straight. So they get us down to our boxes, our chancletas, and they got our t-shirts in our hands, you heard? They walk us into a day room that we used to split with the different dorm. It's the middle of January. It's the beginning of January. They got every window in that bitch wide open. It's freezing. They got us all in like a circle in front of these windows, right? Like by our dorm, by our bed number. So we in there for 3 hours. 3 hours. They telling us, don't stand up straight. Don't lock your knees. You'll pass out. I don't know what that was about, but that's the type of shit they telling us. You lock your knees, you're gonna pass out. Keep your hands on top of your head. Your hands come off your head, you're getting drilled. There's some old time in there. I don't feel bad for him. He was some scrapo piece of shit anyway, but he like, I can't do it no more. I can't. He's like, I'm telling you, you drop those hands, it's lights out. This dude's like 78 years old. Them hands came down, he got dumped straight on his head. Code green, dragged his ass up out of there too. So 3 hours go by, they start bringing us back in. You know, they flipped our whole shit or whatever. And that's the type of shit we was on lockdown for like a week or so after that. And then we get our shit, we put all your shit back together. Oh, the weird shit was, this is what bugged me out too, was like, mind you, in the crib, we had a couple peoples in there that had, some statue and whatever they was involved with, right? But it was just me and one of the bros in there, and it was like I was in a queue, then there was someone separating us, then it was him. So that's how they lined us up. So I had heard them take him out of line, and they taking pictures like, turn this way, let me see that tattoo. I hear him taking pictures. And they take me out of line, they do the same thing. This is like Albany doing this shit. So I'm like, yo, this can't be good. You heard? Like, that's not the book you want to be in, for sure. And the fact that they even decided to grab us two, like, out of anybody else they could have grabbed, was weird as a motherfucker to me, but I don't got answers for that shit. It is what it is. I don't know why it happened, but it happened. So now we get our shit. Everybody putting this shit back together. I want to say like a month or two go by, and there had been somebody that got bought in the crib that was ex-Blazer. Yo, I swear this kid was like, he had like 5 different blasts on his face and wore that shit like a badge of honor. Like, he was super gangster for it. Like, he didn't look like a fucking idiot. And he was apparently ex-Blazer, but still thought he was some super tough guy. He was going home soon too. Like, he had just kicked back, just cooled out, man. He would have been alright. Apparently, him and my bro guy had 2 situations that had some tension that got, you know, taken off the ledge. But there was still a little tension after that hanging around. So one day, I'm in the back by the phones. I'm hollering at him and I'm spinning off. And there's like 5 of us. He had the last cue right by the phones. Somebody must have bumped this shit. So he just screamed out in the air like, yo, hey, yo, motherfuckers must want to fight. Keep bumping my shit. Like, I already told you what time it is. Listen, he ain't say my name. He ain't call me out. I'm not paying no mind to you. Plus, at this point, I think I had like 5 months to walk out the door. So I'm trying to be on my better behavior. You heard? I already got into a situation. And I'm trying to be on my better behavior. So my son in the booth pop out like, yo, who you talking to like that? I'm like, psh. I turn around immediately. He like, I'm talking to whoever like that. He like, yeah, well, he off limits. He like, yo, I'm talking to whoever. So I'm coming back there trying to calm it down like, yo, this shit ain't even worth it. It's gonna crash out. Don't even worry about it. As he agreed with me, he like, you know what, you're right. We walking away. This dumbass gonna pull out a piece of metal. I don't know where he got it from. Some angular, sharp piece of metal. Either way, you violated. It's a threat. Now, and I ain't got a choice. You are like, you know, dumped out on me and made me do some shit now. So now we kind of start chasing him down. He run around the corner a little bit. We get him kind of cornered off, but he was a little smart with it. Like, he had us in a position where only one of us could move, and he kind of had like a defense thing where he was like jump behind one of these like cute things. So I'm like, yo, telling my bro like, yo, back up, like, yo, let him come to us. He decides to run into the bathroom. Now at this point, one of the head jets and his man or whatever had seen what's going on. We all had a good relationship. For whatever reason, they decide like, fuck it, we gonna get involved too. So now there's 4 of us. So son in the bathroom, we like, yo, come out. He's like, nah, fuck that. So we like, whatever. We spin, we go our different ways. Mind you, the CEO was following us around the whole time. He like, guys, just chill. Like, he's seeing people taking out hammers and all that. He like, everybody just relax. Well, when boy came out the bathroom, he rushed the smaller dude that was with the other jet, right? So he tackled him. It's in the back of the dorm. It's like by a garbage pail. So we run back there. Homeboy's already back there. It starts getting mixy back there. And by the end of it, the garbage pail flipped. There's garbage everywhere. Somebody grabbed a hot pot and hit boy with half a thing of the hot pot. Tried to hit him again. And me and the bro, we call like friendly fire type shit. Like, I go to swing and I get hit. I could see why somebody might lose their skin over that. Like, if there was baby oil on that shit, your immediate reaction is to like wipe the shit off. You know what I'm saying? So that's just your immediate reaction. So the pins pulled. Son get out. He grabbed the water shit. He's swinging it around like Conan and some shit. He trying to throw it at us. Whatever. But the police are rushing the crib. So I'm trying to get out the wet clothes. I'm trying to make it like nothing happened. Police was fake on time, and like they asked him what happened. He just pointed out boy like him. They're like, who else? He was like, I don't know. So now they like, everybody take your shirt off. They looking, mind you, the bro got hit in his chest, so he got like this like red triangle on his chest, and I had gotten hit from like under my nose and like the rest of like my cheek and my neck, bright red. The first one that looks at us, she don't see nothing, or she act like she ain't seen nothing, she let it rock. Then this other chick comes, she had a problem with us anyway, she didn't like us. She seen it, she like step out. So whatever, we all end up catching another little 15 days or whatever, and keep locked, come back out. But let's get back. I'm sorry, I got off track, bro. Let's get back to the Clinton shit.
Hey yo, it's a new EP out by my bro Shrine Bludgeon. It's called The Emerald Tablature, and it's on all streaming platforms. Matter of fact, he got a new joint with Ransom on there that's heat. I'ma post it in the comments.